All right, let's get to the people. See what everybody's got to say. Your big takeaway. I mean, for me, it's proof. You've broken Ohio State. Ryan Day coaches differently. They play differently. You have broken them. And that is the best feeling in the rivalry. You get the free square against Iowa, and now it's about who you play, not if you're going to play in the playoff. And whatever happens afterwards, happens afterwards. That has no bearing on your life as a fan. If it does, then you've already opted out. David, a few ticket texts, we'll go to the callers. What do you got for me?
I've grown completely numb to what other bases, meaning fan bases, think about Michigan at this point. As soon as someone else starts talking, I hear Charlie Brown in my ear. Okay.
That's there. I see. I don't have an issue with that. I have an issue with the people who want the validation. You're never getting it.
Yeah, that's actually a very smart person.
I'm actually totally good with that person.
I don't need validation. I will enjoy everything from this point on. I don't care what people say. At all.
And you have to make that decision as a fan. I've said that since the beginning of the scandal. Make a decision on how you're going to handle it as a fan. Auburn's fans, even though the NCAA took it away, Auburn's fans still remember that night against Oregon. Mm-hmm. Okay? They were there with their father, their brother, their sister, their mother, their wives, whatever it is.
Different sport, but you guys have experience in this with the whole Fab Five thing. That happened. In your world, you saw 5 freshmen go to the Final Four national title game, regardless of what happened. You got to treat this the same way.
Mike, Rico, you're talking about the Iowa game like you talked about the TCU game last year. You can't take any game for granted.
Yes, I can. The Big Ten West has never won the Big Ten championship. And
here's why. Sorry. Here's why you can. Because when Las Vegas has to take a shovel and keep digging to find lower lows for Iowa games.
24.5 this past week.
And you still didn't cover that. It was 23 points. Like, Iowa's not good. They fired their OC in the middle. Well, they didn't fire him. They just told him he's not coming back in the middle of the season. All you have to do is just go out there.
You're good.
And not turn the ball over. And probably you could turn the ball over 3 times and still beat Iowa.
And by the way, you were like a 7-point favorite over TCU. You're 24-point favorites over Iowa. Just, it's okay to say it, guys. It's a free square.
With the over-under at 35.5. You do the math.
Free square.
Someone says, my takeaway is Team 144 is all in for one another.
Wow.
Okay.
Boy, so culty. Team 144. Who does that?
Ohio.
Just say the team, you know what? Forget it. Enjoy it.
No, this is their moment.
I know. I don't get the whole Team 144,
you don't have
Team
to
134.
You're not a Michigan fan, so you don't understand.
Such a bizarre I don't hear anyone speak that way. Carry on.
Yeah, in your everyday language, you don't hear that.
No.
Team 144.
Hey, Kenny, what team is it at Georgia? Don't DGAF. Team DGAF.
Team going for their 3rd title in a row.
Team going for 3-peat, exactly.
Such a bizarre flex.
Someone says Ryan Day should hand Jim the trophy after the game on Saturday.
As a radio host, I'd be all for it. I'm good with that too. But Petiti has to be there.
Has to be there.
Look, he did what he felt was right and what he had proof of. You don't have to like it, but he has to be there. He's the commissioner of the Big Ten. And as a Michigan fan, if you view him as the true piece of evil and injustice, you want him handing you the trophy.
You do, but I just don't think that Harbaugh will be an adult about it.
I'll bet you lunch.
I don't think he'll be an adult. I think it'll be some type of a swipe or something. He just can't say thank you.
He'll be fine. Harbaugh's a changed man.
And then he'll have Santa saying, way to go, Jim. Yeah, bet.
Just listen, Petiti has to hand them the trophy. I'm going to agree with Michigan fans on this. He has to.
You're correct. I just think that it's one of those that it will take away from what you've done.
No.
Him not being there would take away from what Michigan has done.
No.
That would be the story.
No, it would only be the story to Michigan fans. And if that's the case, then you're small-minded because you just won the Big Ten for 3 in a row. You shouldn't care if Petiti is there.
So every other commissioner shows up and he does it, and that doesn't become a distraction.
It's like Gary Bettman not showing up to hand out the Stanley Cup. The fans deserve to boo Bettman.
Do you know who the Pac-12 commissioner is? No, Kenny
Scott. Klitschko or something, whoever the guy is.
Okay, wait, Kenny Scott.
Did you just want Vladimir Klitschko to hand out the Who?
Klitschko.
He's making a Kenny Cott is now handing out the Pac-12 trophy.
You imagine how disappointing it would be? They introduce Tony Petiti and it's Kenny in a wig. Like, come on. You got to have Petiti hand you the trophy. Let's go to the people. 248-539-9797. Bill batting leadoff, 97.1. What's up, Billy?
Hi, guys. How's it going?
Good, Bill. What's up?
Well, a lot of things. Petiti can't punk out. He's got to be there.
Has to.
And it's not just Michigan fans just want to see it, Rico.
I know.
Everybody wants to see it.
I know.
Yeah. And I don't know, man. You could I know I should just have the Charlie Brown music going on in the background too, but I just have to say it. I don't know about these ground rules y'all have. I didn't know about those before.
What ground rules?
But
what are we talking about?
Well, Mike, you said something about ground rules, about talking about the sign stealing scandal.
Oh, I just said it's simple. Like, you can talk about it, but you should just be enjoying the ride because you can't change reality.
I'm not trying to change any reality. Okay, that's really not what I'm trying to do.
All right.
But if you look at the way Michigan won those last 3 games against Ohio State, particularly in the second half.
Right.
I don't know how you quantify if they had their signs. I don't know how you quantify how much of a factor that even was.
Okay. Well, 2 years ago and last year, you blew their doors off. This year, Kyle McCord had you puckering and had the ball at your 40 with a chance to win. You don't see it.
McCord never had me puckering, Mike.
Oh, so hold on real quick. So when they're driving with a minute to go and they recover that fumble, you're not nervous at all?
Well, sure, yeah.
Then you were puckering.
Of course. Oh, whatever, man.
Okay, man. So what are you
piece of
trying to
work,
say?
Dude, you know that?
What'd you say?
You're a piece of work.
Why am I a piece of work? Oh, and then you hang up. Oh, so disappointing. Bill, we were just about to have some fun.
You're a piece of work.
By the way, my bingo board is complete. 25 minutes into the show. If you think your win somehow validate, guys, you cheated. All right? And the NCAA is going to hammer you to a cross. I told you to leave it alone. I'm happy to play ball with you. David and I work together every day. David and I talk football every day. I've talked football with many of you. I have no problem with you celebrating the win, enjoying yourself. Do your thing, but don't do what Bill did. I think it means the cheating didn't matter. Really? Kyle McCord had the ball with a chance to beat you with a minute to go. In a game you were +2 in turnovers and got handed 7 points. The last 2 years, you blew their doors off in intergalactic fashion in the second half. If anything, it absolutely validates what we were talking about. Because you played a real football game. And you were better than OSU on this day. But that was a real game. There was nothing intergalactic. There was nothing like, wait, Michigan has 5 explosive plays for 382? No.
You know what
you
saw?
played a football game.
You know what you saw? You saw the appetizer was a great day of football, the ending of that game, the Washington State game, the Alabama-Auburn game.
Oh, by the way, your guy Penix. Enough with the theatrics. I can't watch.
You don't like him leaning into
I'm crying into a box. Get out.
I'm sorry, because he has, emotion?
He's fake.
He's not fake.
He's fake.
He's not fake.
His team's fake.
His team's not fake.
248-539-9797.
Keep saying that. Want to know why? David, you realize that every week he keeps telling me, this is the week they're going to lose. And you know what happens?
Yeah,
Man,
they skate by in a miracle.
I'm sorry, does it still count as a W?
And it's going to count.
Does it count
when
as
the
a W?
duck claps those cheeks this
The
weekend?
duck that they already beat? That duck?
Erroneous.
Roasted
Erroneous.
duck? Part of the
Hey,
turducken?
Rico, Purple Rain.
Quack.
Right. You know
Quack.
what? Yes. Monday's show, I want Purple Rain.
If the Ducks lose to UW, you can play Prince on the air through Christmas. 248-539-9797.